So hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Leston. So now all of you heard about blockchain, right? Heard about internet computing, and I think that's why you're here. You want to learn with me how to create a DApp application with internet computing. Internet computer, I mean. So let's just get quick into that. So actually, it's one of the most interesting technology that I've come to realize of late. So let's just get into it. So first things first, just head over to the internet computing website. Just type internet computer and then head over to guides, and under guides, you'll head over to introduction. So just under introduction, then you can read all this theory and what. But I think the main thing that you want to do is, what we'll be doing today is creating a DApp application. So internet computer is really trying, and they're really coming fast, so don't be left out with the technology. So I'll move straight forward to local deployment on how we can start and deploy a DApp application. So one of the three things I think you should know is what's a DApp, what's a blockchain, and what's a canister. That's one of the things that we'll be using here that you might not know. So you should get to know the three. So let's just get into it and start on it. So the first thing we have to do while creating a DApp application is installing the Internet Canister SDK. So Internet Computer, and actually they use their own language framework, something like that, called Motoko. So so we will be, for this series, we will be using Motoko for creating our DApp applications. So the first thing we have to do is install our SDK, Internet Computer SDK. So just open any of your terminal. So this is to the Kali Linux users. If you're not a Kali Linux user, it's gonna be tough, but we'll see on how to use it. If you're using Windows, it might be the commands that I'm typing on the terminal might be a little bit different. So let me just slide this here. Then let me change the directory. Let's see there. Get my project. Nice. So I'll just remove this. Or what I'll do, I can just open a new project, make a directory, call project, then cd project. Nice. So it's an empty directory. It's to be on top every time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy this. Also, I'll paste this on the link on the video description, so you can just copy and paste them. So what this command does is install the SDK for the ICP, so that we can get access to their libraries. So you will run this. So, but since I've already installed it, I will just stop. So you have to run it until it's finished. And then after it's finished, how will you confirm that you have successfully installed it, the SDK? What you'll do is type dfx version, confirm the version. But sometimes you get that you type dfx version and then it doesn't show up, like it shows you that it's not installed on the directory path. So what happens is that you have to include the dfx into a current path. So this is how you do that. So dfx is usually stored in the bin directory, so just include it with this command, and also include it in the video description. So after you've done that, now when you write dfx version, it should run perfectly. So just copy this and then open a new terminal, open a new window. So I want to show you guys what I'm talking about before we continue to creating an application. So I'll just head over to where or I can even do it here. Okay, so right now if I try tapping DFX version, it won't show, but if I add the command export, then I add the bin directory to my current path, then it will show me. So right now if I try DFX, it will show. So that might happen in your PC. If it doesn't do that, if you can run DFX directly without adding the path, well and good. So the next thing we have to do is, so we have confirmed that we have downloaded DFX. Then now we're going to create a new project. So we're going to type DFX, then a new one. So you can write hello. Hello is the name of the project that you want to start. So let's say you want to create something like a project named even my DP app, yeah, anything like that. You can name it anything that you want. So this might take a little bit of time depending on your internet speed, or if you are in fast internet speed, it will not take that much time. So I usually like opening two terminals on my PC, one to keep what has been installed and one for my installations. And also as we proceed, you need to have two terminals opened in order to continue with the DAP application. And also one thing good about using ICP for creating a DAP application is that they actually even provide you with free resources for the deployment. So you can deploy your DApp application on the mainnet for about an hour. Yeah. And then the light here. So it's taking a little bit of time, so just give it time. If yours have finished, just scroll over. I'll move over to the next timestamp. That, yeah. So I'm just gonna stop the video until it's completely installed, then we'll continue. Or we can just wait. I'll just cut it off. So as it's still installing, one thing I want to show you is about ICP. ICP things to do with ICP wallet. So what you can do, you can head over here or under get started. You can acquire. You can click on the acquire managing cycles. Then under the acquire managing cycles, you can head to the next cycle. So what you can do with DHCP internet computers is actually that they provide you with your ICP wallet that you can use to maneuver through the mainnet blockchain. So to confirm your ICP wallet, or to confirm if you even have it installed, so you just like DFX identity. Who am I? It will give you a default, but you can change that default into your username. I'll show you that in the next video. Then also you can check your address wallet DFX supposed to be somewhere here. So you can type these commands and you get your wallet. So this is how you can create your wallet. Create a circle wallet with this command dfx canister create. So then you will deploy the creating. Yeah, if you are interested in creating a wallet, you can do that. You can follow that instruction. So since our installation has finished, let's continue with the local deployment. So I'm just gonna go with this step by step so that newbies in this field don't get confused. Okay, so I've gone back. So let me just go back to project 2. Then ls. Then now we get our my DAP application that we've just installed. So cd to that, change directory to my DAP application, then list. Then under here we get that we have our node modules and also we have a package.json. So what usually happens, we want to install every library that is in there, that is being utilized by the ICP Internet Computer Framework. So that's it. So the next thing that we need to do before we even start on this is that we need to start our DHCP local on our local server. I think it should be mentioned before you deploy. You should start. Yeah, it is. So they say right here that start the local deployment. Before you can build your first project, you need to connect to the local canister execution environment here. So you start your DAP application on the local. You start the local deployment. I'm really tense. Okay. So DFX start. So you have to ensure that you are in the directory for my DAP, your DAP and application. So the root directory, you can check that by adding ls. So we are not there, so just head over there. This is why you need two terminals. One for starting the DAP on the local deployment, and the other for starting the DAP on your local server. So blockchain and then project 2, then DAP. Then after there, what you need to do is now just type dfx start. Just like that, you started on the local deployment. Wait for it. So you can actually head over to this address. So you'll get something looking like this. Actually, you get a Windows looking like this. So let's go back. It's this one. Yeah, that's it. So after you've deployed it, now you'll come to the other terminal. On this other terminal, now you'll run dfx. After you start on the local deployment, now you'll deploy your DAP canisters. So deploying all canisters. So there are two canisters on deployment. There's the backend canister, my DAP backend, and there's actually there are so many canisters. My DAP backend and frontend. Yeah. So after the deployment has finished, you'll be provided with the two URLs. one URL for the front end and then next URL for the back end. And that's so. If you head over to the first one, it's the URL for the front end. This is the URL, the default URL that you get. So actually, what happens here is that they have assigned an actor. An actor is like a, I can say in this case, an actor is like a class. Yeah. So they will send an actor in such a way that if you click hello, then the actor calls a function, a synchronous function, yeah, called greet, and then it returns a string called hello with concatenated with the text that you entered. So if I do enter here my name, your name, then I click me, then hello Jim. Then on the back end, you can also view on the back end. Now this is what's on the back end. Candid UI, browse and test API with Visual Studio interface. So yeah, you can also do the same thing, but now you can get to see on what's really the JSONs that are being transferred, the queries that are being executed and such stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the code in Visual Studio. So what's really happening behind all this we're doing? What the code behind all this? So that's a shortcut for opening code. Just type code, full stop, to open Visual Studio, the current directory that you are in. So everything is stored under sources, other frameworks like React, Vue, TypeScript, others like that. Everything is usually stored on the source. Here is my DAP backend and my DAP frontend. I'm much interested with my DAP backend. Show you what I was talking about when I mentioned an actor. So this is an actor. Then the actor, inside the actor we have our function, and it's a synchronous function called greet with, I don't know how we usually call this, but it's let me call it an attribute or something like that. Yeah. Which is a text. So it's waiting for a text. It's a synchronous function, so it waits until a text is applied to it. So then it can return the word hello. Yeah. So it's return hello with a concatenated with the attribute that you entered, you assigned to it. Yeah. So that, guys, that's how we start a DAP application on canisters. So canisters, if you don't understand what canisters are like the unit of the unit where is the unit where DAP applications are executed on the mainnet. I think it's something like that. Yeah. Then these are our DAP front end. So got the RTF and the CRS. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. Keep next. Our next video will be how we can combine the Motoko framework with React framework. Instead of just using this as our front end index-based HTML, we want to combine the two, the Motoko and React. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.